know how to pass the guard, we have a good idea on how to pass the guard, or even a slight idea. You have an idea how to pass the guard. It doesn't matter which way you're going. But the idea is right after you pass, what happens next? So you want to be able to control that position, that hard-earned position, because it's not going to be easy to pass the guard. You have to get there. And then once you pass it, you have to learn how to control it, because this guy's going to be bumping and bucking, and he's going to be scooping, trying to scoop your arm and try to do everything. So the idea is to settle. You want to settle and control the position. You want to get the position before you hit the submission. Okay? I've seen a lot of people make small little mistakes after they pass a great guard. They pass it and then they see gold at the end of the tunnel and they want to shoot for it right away and they lose the entire position and then they end up getting swept, or they've wasted all that energy for nothing because now you're standing back up. The idea is, even if you're in practice and you're not a competitor, you're still competing to control that person on the bottom. Can I use you again really fast, please? So the idea is to have an idea, oh, excuse me, I keep saying that. The idea is to have your pass ready. That's one of my passes. Yeah, I like hitting that small, quick and easy pass. Then I'm blocking the hip. Okay, whether he's bumping or going, whatever, I'm controlling him. Sometimes people do this. Sometimes with a no-gi, you'll do this. Sometimes you'll do this. The idea is to always underhook first. I personally like to go for the collar and just hold him. I'm not looking for a choke. It's nothing special. I just want to hold the collar so I have a grip to move. I like to block the hip. Some people like going the cross body. Some people like to kill this right here, this far hip, and that's okay, but sometimes you'll go against guys that know what's going on and they'll block it before you even get there. Because when I do this, they right away think knee to belly. And so they'll time it and then they start creating the scramble and they start doing all this other stuff. Okay? So I always block the hip, and then when I'm ready to go, I move, and then I'm getting ready to go. I don't like doing this because this creates so much more space for him to start doing all this extra cool stuff. When I pop the knee to belly, I don't have much control. He still has wiggle room. Okay? That's why I like to keep contact with him. And I'm right here. Once I'm ready to go, I either post on his hip or I'm grabbing him. Nothing special, just grabbing a grip. And I'm using this just to pop up really quick. And then I kind of hold it there. And I'm right here. I'm not really putting pressure into him. I'm just holding him there. If I want to be aggressive with him and I know this guy's a wiggler, then I'll start pulling him up and I'll start bringing him up into me and my knee down. It's not a comfortable feeling. You got the sternum right there. Sometimes people go, just be careful with your partner. It's good control. We're not stepping wide. We're using this as a pivot. You put your knee down, you lose the pressure right here. So keep it nice. So if he's bucking, I can always control him. Okay, and we worked last time. If I feel he's coming forward, then I can start doing this. Now I'm on to the other side. He starts doing this. Coach Dave and the other last week, we did all that. So now you start chaining everything together. So now you start adding points. Okay, that's all I wanted to just mention. Have an idea what you're going to do next. Okay, so we're in the side control position. We're going to work on some basic chokes today, but with the lapel. Okay, ideally, like I mentioned before, if I'm standing up with someone, I like to open them up before I get to the ground. Sometimes they know what's going to go on. They don't like that lapel game, and so they always backing up. They'll tuck it, and that's okay. They don't want me to mess with their lapel. But if I'm successful enough and I pull them out and there's not enough time and I'm rushing them, then I pull guard or whatever happens, passes guard, whatever. Even if it's tucked in and I have side control, I can always untuck it. Okay? And I brought this up before. You're either going to go under the shoulder, over the shoulder like a sling. If it's too tight, open it up more. Okay? Right now it's tied, so it's a little tighter on the bottom side. So either go under the shoulder, literally under the shoulder, passing it to your hand, over the shoulder, same thing. I like it like it's kind of like a sling, okay? And what I like to do is I like to flex and make it even tighter. Or you can go through the shoulder. He doesn't want me to go over, so I go through the shoulder. The idea is passing this lapel to the other side, to my hand. I'm not passing it this way. Those come to the side. I'm not passing it like this with my nails pointed up because it's an awkward position. You see, it's hard for me to control right here. I want to make it make sense. Now I'm just holding on to it. Now it's kind of like I'm holding a handlebar on a bike. Okay, wherever you go, through the shoulder, under the shoulder, or over the shoulder, the choke is still gonna stay the same. So I'm gonna come under the shoulder, I'm gonna control the situation. I'm right here. I have even a better grip. I'm gonna go to knee to belly, right here, okay? Be careful with your partner's stomach. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to come in. Now my palm's going to go to the ceiling, and I'm grabbing it this way. We're just going to do like a modified baseball choke right here with his lapel. Sometimes you can do it without, in the no gi, but we're doing it in the gi. So I'm right here. Again, don't rush it. You're still in a controlled position. I can bring him up. I can start moving him however I want. I like to pinch my knees together. I'm closing that gap. Then I'm coming in right here. Don't stand too high. I like to grab my elbow and just like a normal baseball choke, I slide it across his chest, right here. Now from there, I want to drop my knee to belly to the other side, and my head is gonna go to his belly. You see how I'm switching it? And then I drop my knee and I squeeze. Me switching my knees this way is gonna create that tension and torque on that neck. I'm right here. Sometimes you can finish it right here, but I don't wanna get rolled over, so I switch. Knee to belly, head to the belly. Knee to belly, head to the belly. And then drop this knee to the mat. And I'm squeezing. Some people like to slide the knee over the shoulder. That's okay. But for now, we're just gonna do this basic knee to belly, passing it underneath them and working. That choke will work under the shoulder, over the shoulder, sling to the shoulder. It just gets a little tighter with the lapel. Wanna see it? Be careful, because this choke is a silent killer. You can hold, sometimes guys will nail it nice and tight before they drop their head to the belly, and they'll start finishing it without even finishing the technique, because you're slowly closing and getting tighter, and he's like flexing and he's trying to survive, especially if you're controlling it, and then next thing you know, you have a sleeping partner. No one's sleeping today, okay? Be very mindful.
So your hands are like this on the...
So it's like I'm holding a baseball bat. Okay. How you hold, that's it. Okay. We don't hold baseball bats like this, like this, like this. We hold baseball bats like you're gonna swing. If you don't know how to hold a baseball bat, it's okay. You see, I'm nice and easy. Right here. Baseball bat. Okay? You start doing this, if it starts feeling weird, you kinda got it backwards. Okay? Oh, there you go. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember I was like, how the heck do you do this? And then I was like, oh, okay. Baseball bat. That's why it's called baseball bat choke. Yeah? And I'll take a look sometimes, you know, but make sure your knuckles are not double sided, just this way. Any questions? Anybody want to see it again? All right, let's try it out on 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you one more, and then we get our rounds in, but this time it's from a different position. Okay? This time we're in the closed guard. All right? We're starting fresh, so his lapels are nice and tight. Okay? So ideally, I'm going to open them. Let's say they're closed. There's another reason. That's not good. And I want to go to spider guard. Check this out. Come back to normal. I'm using every part of my body to open something up. It's okay to use your feet. Okay? If you know it's tight, or say they're closed now, I can still do them this way. Really quick, open them up. Okay, so the same thing we're gonna work on is passing the lapel to the other hand. I don't like to hold it because I don't want him to see something come. Once I open it, it's good. Then I like to pass it to the other hand. I'll leave it out there. So the idea is to break him down because I can't get it this way. I'm gonna go behind his shoulder this time, okay? Last week we were working on some swings and arm locks from there, or the week before that, and it's the same position from that sweep, but passing the lapel. So I wanna break his posture down. If I'm not strong enough to do it this way, go ahead and go double it up, and then bring him down this way. Okay, then switch, now you have a nice tight grip, then switch over the shoulder this way. So now if he postures up, it's only the length of my arm. It stops. You see, it's the length of my arm. Don't try to hold him there because you're not strong. You just keep your grip tight. You're keeping his posture broken just by holding the grip. Last time, remember, we underhooked the leg, big swing for the sweep. Now we're gonna go for the same choke, but now from the guard. And the same thing is going to apply. He's going this way, I'm keeping his posture down. I like to break his posture down very tight this way, and I'm gonna do the same movement. If I need to open up a little bit to get my hand in there, that's okay. And I'm right here. He postures up again, that's okay. I don't want him to know something's coming. Okay, so I'll keep him up this way. Then I'm going to open my knees out, and then I'm gonna start shifting my body this way. Bring him on top of you, got him nice and tight. Don't let him unravel it, because then you'll lose it. Okay, now you're doing this. You can hit sweeps from here too, but now I want to bring him, you see he's far away? You see how my knee is on his belly? Bring him towards you. Now start cinching it up. See, I'm using my arms and my leg to bring him towards me. And I'm sliding my elbow the same way we're usually doing it. So now that's what it looks like. And then I start getting my hips out. And then if I need to bring him more, and I start walking. And I squeeze. It's the same thing. There's different ways to hit a bow and arrow, a baseball bat choke. You can hit just the collars. I like this one because there's so much to grip. It's so nice. Like, you hear it. You can hit it with the collar too. I hold it down, I'm right here. I have this top collar, and I gotta get a good grip. It's just a different way, but my fingers are not that strong. Some of yours are. It's the same movement. So I want to make it easier for me because of that reason. So I just bring it up this way. Now, it's more forgiving on my hands, okay? I want to come in this way, same thing, I'm sliding it through. If you can finish it right here, that's okay. Open up, switch your hips to the side and get your knee there. Okay, now you can start adjusting. I'm bringing him towards me. Be careful on your partner. You see how he's in side control? That's okay too. Now the idea is to squeeze and bring him over the top of you. Sometimes people will belly all the way down, and it'll look like the guy's taking your back. But he sees points and back position that he's forgetting that the choke's there, and now he falls asleep on your back. And then you've slept him.
Usually dead, buddy.
Yeah, you're dead. Yeah. Yeah, ref will check your hand and all that stuff. So this time, start in the guard. You want to see it again? Start in the guard. We're going to go over the shoulder. Same thing. Or excuse me, behind the shoulder, just like you're passing it from the knee to belly. There's different ways to finish this position. But using the lapel is super strong. I like it because I got so much more grip. Again, some people like doing it this grip, and that's okay with the collar. But my hands are not so strong all the time. So I want to make it easier for me to do this. Okay, we're gonna do a lot more lapel stuff throughout the week, a little variations, things that you know. We're just gonna review it all. Any questions?